Hey everyone, Charting Man Dan from ChartGuys.com. You know, behind every single video that we put out every single day, there's a wonderful community of traders that we want to invite you to be a part of. Try the free 7-day trial and gain access to our live market broadcasts every morning and afternoon, interact with hundreds of like-minded traders, or take part in one of our dedicated chat rooms, each led by an analyst that's there to answer your questions in real time. Our trial is risk-free with absolutely no commitment or credit card required to experience the TCG community. For those looking for a head start in technical analysis, check out our entries and exits course in the link below in the description. Get up to speed with the fundamentals of TCG technical analysis and experience over 5 hours of great community-driven trading education. Checking in on Twitter GPRO X CHK daily weekly time frame. So the consolidation in Twitter is continuing. No red flags here. A little bit of an increase in volume. Some of that is bulls buying the dip with a little bit of a lower wick. Just waiting patiently and watching all these moving averages between 1740 and 1760. And that is a potential target if we can look for a bullish reversal candlestick off of those levels. Tomorrow may be the day, maybe it's Friday. Paying close attention. The weekly time frame, lower high is being set. We'll look for a higher low to be set. Tightening range, and we'll see a clear break of this tightening range sometime in the next 6 weeks, I would say. That's being a little bit generous in terms of time frame. Maybe it's within the next 3 or 4 weeks. But as far as the daily chart is concerned, just looking for an entry off of these moving average supports, but we must see a bullish reversal candlestick indicating that the consolidation is done off of those levels. GPRO on the daily time frame, another upper wick of profit taking that makes 3 days in a row. We did close over the middle Bollinger Band, but the volume is dropping off, and I'm most concerned with the 50-day moving average. That is the level of resistance that continuously rejects the bulls, and if we continue to see that happen, we will be looking for a pullback from here. A base of support of 812 has formed, a double bottom the past 2 days. So if we see a break of 812, that's a clear short-term bear signal as well, along with this 50-day moving average resistance. So either a rejection from resistance or a break of support are what we look for bearish entries, and we have both of those levels very clear here on GPRO. Weekly time frame, that middle Bollinger Band weekly resistance is 849. That's lining up with the 50-day moving average, and we'll watch to see if we reject from that level again this week with 2 trading days left to go. X on the daily time frame made a bull break today. We saw a higher low and a higher high established. The high breaking 22.74, so a good job by the bulls. Only by 3 cents though, not very convincing at this point. The upper Bollinger Band is in the way, and that has contained the price the past 4 days. We've rejected from that upper Bollinger Band. It is ascending, but it's very slow and steady at this point, so it's not really creating the upside that the bulls need. So we'll see if it continues to contain the price. But in terms of resistance, 22.77, and then we're looking at the next level up at 23.23 and the very key level at 24.31 before we start filling the gap. So bulls still continuing slow and steady, still watching the weekly 200-week resistance at 23.06. That's an important level going forward. And we're still in this channel on the weekly time frame. So we'll see this week where we close, but I would assume we're going to close within this channel for at least one more week and have us watching it next week. CHK, the bounce continues to try and play out. Key middle Bollinger Band resistance test, and we just rejected at 489. Oil got a nice push to the upside on the inventory report. Natural gas inventory report tomorrow will be telling, and anything under 529 is just another lower high. So $5 resistance is tough. That was strong support. So plenty of resistance levels to be watching here for potential bearish entry. And as of right now, bulls aren't proving anything to us. They are seeing an inside bar on the weekly time frame, which we will be watching next week, showing that tightening range. But the exponential resistances are still resistance, so the bulls are not making any ground in terms of trying to change this trend, which certainly favors the bears over the past couple of months. So I appreciate you watching. We'll continue to check back in on these names. Twitter scouting a bull entry, GPRO scouting bear entries, X has some slight bullish momentum in its favor, and CHK looking for a lower high to be set. Thanks again. See you tomorrow.